Hello and welcome to my New York City at Christmas time vlog. I really wanted to do this vlog Claudia Salewski monthly recap style because I've been loving those all year. So yeah, this is my little intermission setup every time you see me narrate what's going on. I've got my dad on the other side of the table working on something and the Christmas tree behind me, so happy holidays to all. I was coming from LA, my sister Joanna was coming from Portland, and my childhood best friend Georgia was coming from Nashville, and we all went to meet up in the Big Apple, New York City. Okay, we've made it to Grand Central Station.
One can't paint New York as it is, or rather as it is felt.
Okay.
I'm reading the quotes off of Grand Central.
We took the air train, did the air train to Long Island Railroad. Now we're at Grand Central Station. Got to get to our hotel.
We low-key worked out like a boss.
No, we ate. Me and my planning and Joe's calm demeanor today. Good job. Okay, see you later. After we all met up at the hotel or the airport like me and Joanna, we decided we still had energy because we were on West Coast time mostly to go to Times Square, the Disney store, the Line store, and Miniso. We have the Harry Styles Fantasia collab tote bag. What's your guess?
$95.
$89.
$95.
I think it's $125.
Okay. $225.
So not our carry-on.
Nope.
Bye Harry Styles. Happy 5 years of Fine Line.
You get copyrighted. Really, how old were we when this came out?
Dude, I don't know.
This is a long time ago.
Maybe like 8 or 9.
That's a classic.
December 15th, we hopped on the subway nice and early and made our way over to the Chelsea neighborhood where we met up with some dear friends for a rooftop brunch. We haven't seen these family friends in 5 years for me and Joe ever since they moved to New York, and in that time I graduated high school, Joe graduated college. They had a full kid and had already lived in 2 New York apartments, so it was kind of crazy to catch up after all this time, but it was so sweet. I wanted to document that while we were asking the front desk lady how to get to the restaurant, our family friends Koko, Jojo, Kaka, Shelley, and Maddie were in the clear elevator waving at us until we saw them, and we were like, oh my gosh, there they are, and we knew to follow them and that they would be at the top waiting for us with big hugs. So shout out to them. We love you guys. After brunch, they took us to Chelsea Market, showed us their favorite spots in there. We had some delicious treats, bought some goodies at a place called Pearl Street Market in there. Joanna bought some gifts for our dad. And yeah, we just had a good time strolling through there, enjoying the Christmas vibes. It was a little packed, but that's okay. It's New York and Christmas time. What can you expect? And then we said our goodbyes and made our way to the next adventure that day.
Ooh, they're warm.
I gotta 0.5 it. She said she was only gonna get one tiny bite, and I was like, "You sure, dog?"
They look
That's good.
You gotta have the cream middle.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
See,
Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
see, I told you.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We're gonna warm too.
The second big thing we did today was actually the entire reason I booked this New York trip. I have been a fan of The Outsiders musical since June, a little before they won the Tony, I think. And this was my number one reason to go to New York this year, especially after the fall quarter. I really, really needed to see the original Broadway cast after not seeing some of the original Broadway casts of some of my other musical soundtracks faves. So we spent some time in line taking photos before seeing the show at the Bernard B. Jacobs Theater. The only understudies that day were for Pony Boy, who's normally played by Brody Grant. It was played by Trevor Wayne that day. And we had some swings also be understudies. So Melody Rose and RJ weren't in, but the swings, Milena, and I want to say Henry or Cameron, I don't know which one, we're in that day instead as well. And in that show particularly, on Sunday, they actually were doing a cut show, which means they were down like one ensemble member. And in the song Justice for Tulsa, which is in the first song of Act 2, Emma Pittman usually sings, "Tell me what's so fun about a fight that's 5 on 2. She actually was singing in this show, "Tell me what's so fun about a fight that's 4 on 2. And I literally sat there and I went, those aren't the words. In my head. I didn't say it out loud. But I'm such a fan. I knew that was wrong. And I was like, that's crazy. And I had never seen the full show. And so I didn't know. I just totally didn't notice that there were 4 socias on stage and not 5 until that moment. So that was pretty cool. And then afterwards, we rushed our little butts to the stage door where I got the cast that came out to sign Brent Comer, I Missed You. Brent Comer, Jason Schmidt, Daryl Tova, I Missed You. But I got my vinyl lyric booklet signed and I got my playbill signed. Yeah.
Cute.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hi. I like your ring.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you mind if we get a photo?
Appreciate it.
Right here. Thanks. Okay, got it.
Before I show you this next clip, I wanted to tell you that Emma Pittman is the sweetest girl in the whole world and that I've been watching her vlogs ever since I became obsessed with The Outsiders this summer as well. And so meeting her was a dream come true, and her having this reaction to what I told her melts my heart. And then when I posted it on Instagram after, she liked my story and I was like, ah! Anyways, it was amazing, and here's the clip, and following are more stage door clips.
How's it going?
Hi, good.
Thanks for coming today.
I wasn't really a theater kid in high school, and so I kind of missed out on that community, but your vlogs make me feel like I'm not missing out on anything, and make me feel like I'm part of the community.
That's such a nice thing to say! Thank you so much. I feel the exact same way. That's why I started the vlog, is because I didn't start theater until I was in the 9th grade, and I was like, wait, people did this when they were 3 and 4? This would be so much fun. So I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching.
Can I get a photo with
Yes, of course.
Love you so much. All right, got it.
I love you right back. Thank you. That was so nice.
Straight down for real. Feels that.
Bye, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Kevin William Paul King. Can I get a quick photo as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Such a great performance.
All right. Thank you. Got it.
It's the holiday season, honey.
Hi. Thank you.
So
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics, but keep going. Great job.
Can I get a photo?
Good. How are you?
Got it. Thank you.
Of course. Now,
Your performance of Little Brother. Chill.
I appreciate it. Thanks for doing it.
Can I get a quick photo?
All right. Thank you.
Calming down from the Little Outsiders adrenaline rush for now, we move on to later in our evening. We went back to the hotel, figured out what we wanted for dinner, and settled on a Village Square pizza. Forget what area of town it is. Just gonna say Midtown because it's probably still Midtown. And it was next to Macy's at Herald Square. And so we ended up walking a little through the village there, looking at the Macy's window displays and taking some photos and videos. That was super cute.
This one, you want to explain the capes? Huh? Explain your capes. I got the white and the true meat lovers. I got the white slice. Sorry, it's 3 cheese and honey, and then the true meat lovers pizza. I was confused why you turned it to yourself. I thought you.
Nearby in walkable distance was also the Empire State Building. We did not go up to the observatory because we did not make a reservation or get a ticket, and we are broke, so we didn't need to go up there. We went to the Starbucks Reserve because my mom wanted the Starbucks New York cups that she collects. And what else was over there? Wow, I cannot remember what was over there. Those. We went into the Macy's on the way back and looked at the little holiday market inside. I bought some little artwork postcards. Georgia bought a tote bag for her sister's Christmas present, which I can confidently say now because it is after Christmas. Oh my gosh, can I speak? The Macy's also really had this really cute display of mini Thanksgiving Day parade balloon statues, and they were so cutie adorable, and I loved them. So after we saw those, we headed back to the hotel once again via subway, via Rockefeller Center subway station, and went to bed. Monday, December 16th, we had a bright and early morning of walking to the Radio City Music Hall to watch the Rockettes A Christmas Spectacular, and let me tell you, it was spectacular indeed. We loved it.
Smile, I'm excited. Her number one thing.
We were so sleepy from the night before that we all closed our eyes just a little bit in the middle at some point. Mine was closer to the end when the wise men came out and were walking across the stage with the real animals. It was a little slow anyways. But it was a great time. We then went to Rockefeller Center and looked at the tree and took some photos. And we saw the Today Show. Guys, I love the Today Show. Chat, it's the Today Show. I love the Today Show. Hoda and Jenna, I love you. What? That's what? I love the Today Show.
Retake.
Oh, we're retaking it? You can see a jelly cat in the reflection. I love you, Hoda and Jenna, and the Today Show. And then we kept walking around the little area, saw the Nintendo store. He kind of looks like you. I think it just leads you up to the sign. Okay. You want a video? Yeah. What else are we going to be doing? What Nintendo character are you?
Probably, I always play Princess Daisy on Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm a Toad girl myself.
Can I be Toad?
You can be Toad. You can be Toad. Toad? Period. We also stopped by this little New York Fire Department display room, and they had like half a fire truck, and we were having the time of our lives. Me and Georgia were talking to some of the local firemen and a firewoman. Firefighter is probably the gender neutral term on that. In the back while Joanna was playing in the fire truck, and generally awesome time, even though it was raining cats and dogs. Ezra would love this. Ezra loves a fire truck. That's awesome.
Hey guys, so this is actually where we live, and it's not available.
What about
On this whole thing?
Salem? Probably Salem, Massachusetts.
Definitely Salem, Massachusetts.
Let's see what else Oregon.
I mean, they have.
Let's see.
They have Portland. They have
try
Portland.
Let's try Portland. Not available.
Not available.
Darn.
I'm sure they have Nashville. Let's look it up. Nash. Is that a whole county in itself?
Davidson County would be Nashville.
This one? Music City on it is pretty sick.
Oh, all one, 20p.
This is
Oh wait, they have the letters. I didn't even see.
P.
20 is this one.
No, it's right there. Oh, there we go. I think the one next to it is what they actually look like. But
Okay, per.
green.
Free.
You gotta get on the other side.
I've been here the whole time. In Manhattan.
Yes. Why didn't you streak your work?
I'm a server right now, but I'm a music major, so I'm hoping to.
Oh, she's locked in. She's getting ready.
I'm great. You video or picture?
You can.
I can do both. I can do it all.
She's like a kid in the candy store. This is hilarious. Her mouth is wide open. She's 24 and living her best life right now. I can't get I can't get the child in this. Please don't do that.
You've been here.
I'm in Mama's car. Just kidding.
People know they can't catch me. Cute, sexy, and my ride sporty. Joanna's having a blast. Alternate profession.
I always say that in another dimension, I would have been a
her.
civil engineer, bartender, or a firefighter.
Why didn't you become a civil engineer?
Because I like concrete.
Actually,
No, why didn't you?
Huh? Oh, because I wanted to be in a profession that helped people directly.
Excuse me.
like bartender.
We went to this vegan donut shop and got Georgia vegan donuts and me and Joe a regular donut. And then we went back to the hotel and Georgia took a nap while me and Joanna walked to Saks Fifth Ave and Fifth Avenue in general, but it was raining so hard. And the Lego store had a really long line, so we could not go in because we didn't have the time. After me and Joe got back to the hotel, we also took a little nap before making our way to Chinatown on the way to the Lower East Side. We stopped by the online famous Mei Lai Wa, I think is what it's called, and tried their pineapple pork buns, which have been really popular, before making our way to the Lower East Side to the Mercury Lounge to see the Jason Schmidt and Guests A Christmas Show concert. I should get out the middle.
Pineapple barbecue pork butt and ube latte. crunchiness from the pineapple is good, but it's a little bit like sweet on sweet. So it's like, I need some salty. But overall, 8.5 out of 10. We have the shrimp rice balls, which I make, which are very good. I don't trust the video of me eating it, but we'll see. That's not gonna look very good. Brutal take.
In case you didn't know who Jason Schmidt was, he plays Soda Pop Curtis, in The Outsiders, which we just saw the day before. And that's actually going to be the third time I see Jason Schmidt in the past 2 weeks at that point, because I also went to his LA show that he had December 3rd and saw him there. I actually met him there, and I didn't buy VIP for New York because I knew I was going with Joanna. Anyways, I could narrate a lot on that, but I've got some clips, so let's throw them in there.
Said you get so damn cold here. My skin needs a kiss from the sun again. I fly over the highway. Oh, you'll be the guy, I'll be the girl playing today.
We are unable to be seen at the Jason Schmidt concert. Yep. We're about to see the second opener. Yes. I don't know if it's Kid. I think it's just Kid. Okay, perfect. It's Jason's friend. I think from college. Did you know he went to Carnegie Mellon and then dropped out? Jason? Yeah. Really? Yeah. T for real. Okay, goodbye.
You're a subject, I'm a headline. Have you given up yet? I don't waste time. I'm the front line and a repercussion. Put him in a coffin, call me Mr. Robitussin. I can't get any higher than this. If it means I locked away, but hey, I'm on my part and shit. Play your games and spray your rain. I'll save it for my guarded bricks. Was fine. Sunday morning, rock coffee in the bed, you can rock a bad hat. Better keep the curtains tight, we don't need no running dread. Artificial God from my real angel, running circles in my brain. I'm the real halo. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe with you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you.
Jason Schmidt said shoddy, and I was there. I was there.
Just get happy again. Get ready for the joy. Fill me with desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Just
wish I were with you. Wish I were, wish I were, wish I were with you. It's only a matter of time. It's with you. It's the poison in your brain. But your heart has to break if you want it to go away. So waste this, so waste this, so waste with that pretty face to be so fucking messed up, baby. I don't care, it's your game. Need to go and claim it. Another heart for the trophy.
How'd you like it?
10 out of 10.
Period. Isn't his voice perfect?
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. And the Daniel Sofa.
No, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Tell me, be honest, did you know Daryl Sofa's name before yesterday?
No.
And did
What?
he eat?
He ate. He ate.
He ate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll out.
Okay, so let's debrief our walk out of the show, the Jason Schmidt show.
We hung out a little bit, kind of at the end of the walking out, but then Sarah Grace was walking out too. Oh, sorry, low battery. Sarah Grace was walking out too, who did not stage door yesterday, and so I was like, hey, missed you at the show yesterday, but you were great. We didn't stage door. Do you mind if I get a quick photo? And she was like, yeah, of course. So insert Sarah Grace photo, and then we're walking out. We're all squished, going out the same way. Who's behind us? A tall man. I know there's only one tall man who is over there behind us. I look up, I go, RJ, is that you? He goes, yeah. And then we're like, we missed you in the show yesterday. And then he was like, oh yeah.
I took a personal day.
And
Sarah's like, yeah, you need those, take those. And he was like, yeah. I went to the football game yesterday. And Sarah's like,
no, Joanne, you were.
I was like, did your team win? He's like, nah. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then what else happened after that? Oh yeah, we said it was our first time in New York, first Friday show, and he was like, yo, like, well, like, congrats, like, if you, like, was it something about coming back? I'll probably be there.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll probably try to rush Wednesday.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll probably try to rush. He was like, okay, cool. And then Melody was behind him, like barely. I could barely see her. And I was like, oh, Melody, miss you in the show too. And she's like, oh yeah, I took a personal day. And she was like, yeah, we'll probably be back. Okay,
yeah. And Sarah's like, Sarah really did get to talk to so many people.
Basically everyone I missed, and so I was like, okay,
yeah.
She's right in front of us, so we gotta go. But she's right in front of us, so we gotta go.
But debrief overall, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 show, 10 out of 10 trip so far. We'll come back.
Are you an outsider?
I may now be a theater girly. I wasn't before, but Sarah and Outsiders have converted me. And I may continue to listen to Thrown in the Towel once we get home.
Okay, period.
But period.
Okay, you need to look up directions. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Except, okay. So we waited, and then we took our picture of Melody Rose. So 8.
Yeah. So I think the only person that Sarah's missing was Daryl Sofa.
Oh, true. We were like, can we just get a quick pic? I missed you in the show yesterday. I didn't tell her it was like our first time. She's like, oh yeah, I wasn't there. And I was like, no, like, you're good, whatever. I forgot what I said.
Yeah. But Sarah, I think this, we're not saying Sarah P, but this is a great year.
This is a great year for me, I fear. Shout out Mom and Dad for letting me go to New York.
Oh yeah, Mom and Dad, once Mom and Dad hear the debrief of how many people that you met, I think they're going to be like, okay, it was worth the money.
It was worth it.
Sarah picked a good 2 days.
I did.
Also, the fact that she asked me, should we go to Jason's Fit? I was like, I'm gonna see him in LA, and I was like, do you just do it? And then look what happened.
Yay! And then so we met RJ, Melody, Sarah Grace here, and then that's kind of it.
RJ? Did you say RJ?
I said RJ. Sarah Grace, RJ, and Melody. So. Good time.
And within 100 feet of Daryl Topher, Jason Schmidt.
True. Josh Boone we did see yesterday.
But
Okay, goodbye.
In continuation, we were also within 20 feet of Tilly Evans Kruger, who's in the ensemble of the show, and she walked past the line of fans waiting outside to watch the show before we went in, and all of us were like, yep. I forgot to say in this that me and Sarah Grace had like a full conversation. I had said, oh, hi Sarah Grace, like I know it's your day off, but you didn't stage door yesterday and it's our first day in New York, so like if you don't mind, can we take a photo? Like you can totally say no. And then she goes, oh yeah, of course we can. Like, I'm Sarah Grace, what's your name? And I go, I'm Sarah. And then we have a little laugh, and that was so silly. And I go, just thank you so much. And then we take our photo. And I think she low-key remembers me from that little conversation for being respectful, because that's what you got to do when you meet famous people, is be respectful and don't expect anything ever. Anyways, and we will go back to the hotel via subway. But we actually didn't go to the hotel. We still had energy somehow. The show didn't end that late. And Joanna wanted to go to the M&M store, which was a block away from our hotel. So we go to the M&M store, and that's when we meet up with Georgia, who's also out and about in Times Square that evening without us. She was supposed to go to Chinatown with us, but she was tired, so she just stayed back in Times Square. And then she met us there, and we got up to some silly shenanigans while shopping until we go back to the hotel and go to bed after. So here's some clips from that.
I got it. Wait. I'm the shape of an M&M.
Yes. Yes.
That's actually us right now. Me posts Outsiders and Georgia posts Simply
City Rockets.
Oh,
What did you just call it?
I was gonna say New York.
Oh, real in general. I'm moving here. Like, I will.
I might join her. Someone sponsor me, aka work, engineering work for theater. Imagine.
Oh, you would love that actually.
That's my dream, but like it's just entertainment. Imagine you are on a stage that I build.
That you build.
Dude.
That'd
go crazy. We got a lot of time to get there anyway.
Yeah.
Tuesday, December 17th, Georgia went to visit her friend who lives on Long Island and took the Long Island Railroad train out early in the morning before me and Joe got ready too. While me and Joe headed to, I want to say, the East Village to visit some spots we were really excited to go to.
Everything bagel with garlic and herb spread. What's in this?
Okay, as I said in the video, we went to the Strand because of Dash and Lily, and honestly, this is like why I went to New York during Christmas time, is because Dash and Lily is my comfort show, and I watch it every Christmas season, except for this Christmas season. I didn't have the time to watch it, but I've even one time binged it in the summer and one time binged it in like October. Anyways, I love that show, so the Strand was my number one like place to go, and I spent so much money on like a tote bag and bookmarks and stuff. Anyways, so after that we were walking to the subway, to go to our next location, but then we saw the Union Square Holiday Market, which was also in Dash and Lily. So we were like, we have to stop before we get on the subway and go. So we went in there and had some yummy treats. Okay.
Those are huge, by the way.
Godspeed.
Oh, this is a small one.
Careful, don't flick it around or you're gonna get chocolate everywhere. This is subtle foreshadowing because I ended up getting chocolate on my pants. Just like one tiny spot on my knee, but that was unfortunate. Is it good? Or is it pretty mid? It's good? Because it's Belgian chocolate, right?
Yeah. Feels pretty basic though.
Yeah. I like how fresh it is right now.
Yeah.
It does feel basic.
It doesn't?
It does feel basic.
It does feel basic, but
That's good.
yeah.
When you're here.
Yeah. The Kataifi or the Dubai chocolate covered strawberries was $25 for this size, and all it added was like the pistachio stuff.
You have one spot on your tooth that's really funny.
It's best not so sweet.
There are a ton of other girls drinking it, and I really wanted a sweet drink. Or a drink. It really is not sweet at all. It is refreshing, but I think I like the sugar in lemonade. But it's not that bad. It's pretty good if I didn't like the taste of sugar. I think it's good. After we were done there, we made our way to the Brooklyn Bridge Park in order to take some photos of the Brooklyn Bridge. We wanted to go on the Brooklyn Bridge, and Joanna really wanted to walk it, but we did not have time, unfortunately. So that is saved for next time. We did take some photos and go to some movie locations there. So that was pretty cool. Guys, last Christmas Milo Manheim skated over here, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
In a TikTok I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'll insert a reference one, but it could have been a different one, but I think it was this one. After we were done there, we met up once again with our friends, Kaka, Shelley, and her kid Maddie to explore Brooklyn. We got pizza with them before we said our goodbyes because me and Joanna actually had a show to catch that evening. We went to go see the production of Romeo and Juliet. I still use the water bottle I have. Directed by Sam Gold, featuring Kit Connor and Rachel Zegler. I had bought these tickets back in August, I want to say, and I had bought aisle seats, not knowing that in the production, the cast runs up and down the aisles of the Circle in the Square Theater. So there were actually a couple of points where Kit Connor was within a foot away from me. We were breathing the same air. It was actually incredible. I died. One unique thing that happened during our show was Kit Connor ran back to Rachel Zegler as Juliet. I think for the balcony scene or whenever she calls him again, and he runs across the like flower petals on the stage, and he slips, hits the ground like face down. You hear a little oof. Obviously he gets a moment to rest in the show, and it's like meant to be a moment of silence, but you can tell that like he waited an extra little bit, I think, to recover, which is not funny to see him get hurt, but like that is live theater. Like that definitely was not supposed to happen. But other than that, it was super cool. We made it to stage door, but they didn't end up coming out. And I think it's because like Rachel had a performance earlier in that day, and like, you know, just like I think it was the middle of the week, it doesn't matter, like you don't expect people to stage door. But it was kind of sad that nobody stage doored, not even any of the rest of the cast. All we got was Tommy Dorfman walking by and waving before getting into the car, and I was like, oh, that sucks, but it's okay. Like, we enjoyed the show, so we're not mad about it. What's crazy is that Rachel, she had her understudy go on for the next like 4 days, so we kind of lucked out with our performance that we got no understudies. But yeah, it was a really good show, and after that we went back to the hotel and just kind of chilled. We waited for George to get back, and then we got ready for bed because it was a long day. So I actually went to bed early that night too, because I was going to wake up at 5 a.m. to rush the Outsiders line for their 30 under 30 tickets. I woke up at 5, made it to the line by 5:40, and I was the 4th person in line. The first few people had gotten there between 4 and 4:15, and then the 5th person got there at about 6:20-ish. Yeah, and the box office did not open until 10 a.m., so I spent 4 hours and 20 minutes in line reading the 7-year slip. I ended up getting seat, I believe it was A3, which was partial view, blocked by the tire, but again, it was $30, so I cannot complain, and it was front row, so I cannot complain once again, and that was for the only show, which was a matinee at 2 p.m. Once I got the tickets at 10, I met back up with Joanna, and we decided to go to the New York Public Library in order to look at some of the archives and museum little sections they have. We saw the Winnie the Pooh original stuffed animals, which was awesome. We also saw a Gutenberg Bible, some like West Side Story display pieces, original art, concept art. That was really cool. And we also stopped by the Bryant Park holiday market, which was right next to the New York Public Library, and walked through a little there. We actually also saw a Hallmark movie being filmed. We just walked by it and didn't care for it. But then Joanna was scrolling on TikTok later, and it turns out Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie, and we just kept going. But we actually also stopped by Joe and the Juice because I've always wanted to try it in LA, but it's not close to where I live in LA at all. So I was like, Joe, it's across the street. Let's just get lunch there.
And on the way,
Good? Yeah, I actually really like it.
is it yummy?
Yeah, I can taste, come on. I can taste the lemon. I can taste the I can taste the apple.
Okay.
And the spinach gives it a nice little texture.
Can I try? That is good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's $12 good, but like,
I mean,
It's
walking
kinda gas.
walking into that place, I could feel the pretentious. I could feel the...
that's LA for you, dog.
I know. I could feel the essence, the aura of this is made for a C-list influencer trying to make it in LA.
And then we went back to the hotel so I could nap a little before the Outsiders and get ready. She took her solo trip to the Natural History Museum, and we had our little solo days. During my show, as I said, I was front row. For the first half of the production, I was in A3, partial blocked view, $30, but like, you know, we're still getting hit with the gravel and some water maybe. It was incredible. I was so excited to just be there and be in the front row. But at intermission, the people in A114 and A115 and who paid $400 for the front row, it was a whole family. It's like $400 per ticket. They decided they did not like the practical effects of being kicked on with rubber gravel and possibly getting wet. And they up and left. They up and left the show at intermission because even though there was a warning on the ticket, they were like, nah, I'm getting out of here. I don't like that. And we were able to move from our $30 rush seats into the $400 seats because they left. And I don't know what to tell you other than God is good, because what do you mean I paid $30 for a $400 seat in the second half? And it was amazing. Like, no partial view at all. I sat in A1 115. It was incredible. Yeah, I was just speechless. Like, that was the best thing that could have happened to me this trip as like an Outsiders fan. As I was sitting in the front row, I forgot that at the tire, spoiler alert a little, Jason Schmidt, you know him at this point, he actually takes off his shirt to wipe the pony boy's like forehead and like wipe him off because he gets dunked in water. This happens in like the first 15 minutes. And I sat in the front. I know that happens. I literally know it happens. And I forgot. And as soon as he came on stage and was about to do it, I literally because I forgot. And then he was there, like 15 feet in front of me, shirt off. Anyways, this is destroying my digital footprint, but it was incredible. Yes, I was wearing his merch the first day and the second day. It was clean. Don't at me right now. No one talk about it. He definitely noticed me. And that's all that matters. Do I care if he recognizes me? No. Do I care if he falls in love with me? No. Actually, he shouldn't fall in love with me because it's been too crazy up until now, and I literally never want him to see any of my stuff. Yeah, he for sure noticed me, and that's all I wanted to say. I'm sure, there was a point when, Brent Comer and Jason Schmidt were literally right in front of me, and I was like, anyways, you know what I mean? He knew I was sitting there in his merch. If he thinks I'm crazy, whatever. Low-key I am, but, it's fine. The way I could, see their sweat, see their tears, it was unbelievable. Front row, oh my gosh, I have to do that again before I die. But it was really funny because we could hear some of the cast who, their mics were ended up turning off because they were walking off the stage, Josh Boone in the drive-in after, Cherry's, go away, loser, whatever, you know? And then he's walking off and he's cursing Cherry out, and his mic was off and only us in the front row could hear it, and we all went a little It was so funny. Yeah, and then the girl next to me, she had seen the show 18 times and was recognized by the cast, and so Brody Grant clocked her immediately, and he and Skylar Coda Lynch definitely purposely kept hitting us with the gravel, purposely kept kicking us, and it was really funny. They clocked us. So, yeah, loved that first half, loved the second half even more. What do you mean? Yeah, during the bows, which I'm hoping to keep the original music in, but during the bows, actually, Sarah Grace was 5 feet away from me, and when I turned to her and I was filming, I was like, amazing job during the whole time. They were bowing, and I was like, oh, this is incredible. And I looked and I waved at her, and she assumingly recognized me and waved back, and blew me kisses, which I have on film, and I'm pretty sure it's because she remembered me from the Jason show, and I lost it. But anyways, we went out to stage door. I went out to stage door once again to go and wait for people, but then the only person who came out was Emma Pittman, once again the sweetest girl in the world. So yeah, that was incredible. And then I went back to the hotel, collected all my gravel in a Ziploc bag, and waited for Joanna to get back.
Coming today? What's up?
You made my trip so special. It's my first time in New York, and then on Sunday.
I'm so glad. Well, thanks for coming.
Can I take another selfie with you?
Yes, of course. Let's do it. Thanks
you
so much for coming. Hi there.
I promise you that is the last time I will be talking about the Outsiders or Jason Schmidt in this vlog. Unless it's in the outro, I can't promise anything. But after Joanna got back to the hotel from the Natural History Museum, which happened to close right when I was leaving the matinee show anyways, we headed over back to Brooklyn once again in order to go to the botanical gardens for their light exhibition display called Lightscape that Kaka, Shelley, and Koko Jojo recommended to us. And so we just walked through the garden. It was raining, but that's okay because we're Oregonians. And we looked at all the pretty little lights. headed to Kaka, Shelley, and Koko Jojo's apartment in order to have dinner and catch up. I forgot to mention that Georgia left that Wednesday morning, like early Wednesday morning. And so there's no goodbye clip, but know that I love her so much and that it was so good spending time with her. I hope we can make like friend vacations happen all the time because I visited her in Nashville last year too. So I'm hoping to see each other again soon. Love you, girl. Mwah. Miss you already. Back to the original plot. Kaka, Shelley, and Koko Jojo gave us directions for how we should navigate Central Park the next day, our last day. And so that was very helpful. And yeah, we said some sad goodbyes and gave some big hugs. Just wanted to say thank you guys for everything and for taking care of us and helping us out in New York. Could not have been the same trip without you guys. And we loved you and miss you so much. And we will see you next time we are in New York City, or I'm in New York City, or Joe's in New York City. Love you, miss you already. Okay, keep going. The next morning was Thursday, December 19th. Yep, we were gonna go to the Lego store when it opened so I can get my Lego passport stamped, but unfortunately we decided to keep lying in bed. We went to Central Park straight via subway once again. Very convenient. I loved it. Yeah, so we took the subway to Central Park, and first we walked, I have to do this by memory, to the little lake and bridge that was featured in Enchanted and a bunch of other movies. And we walked down to see a couple statues. What was it? Like a women's march? This is looking real bad that I can't remember this, but it's also like 1:30 a.m. so bear with me right now. Women's Pioneer March? I can't remember what it is currently. No one get mad at me. And we made our way to Bethesda, which is the fountain and the stairway steps that Chuck and Blair got married in Gossip Girl. If that helps anyone. I think it was in some other movies. We also saw the Friends fountain, which I didn't know the Friends fountain was there. I legitimately thought it was like the fountain in the Warner Brothers lot in LA in Burbank. But hey, Friends lot it is. Yeah, and so we just walked around Central Park. We went to the strawberry fields for the Beatles, for John Lennon. Oh my gosh, I swear I'm not stupid. Yeah, I think those were the major points we hit. We just kept walking through and then took the subway to get back to the hotel, get our bags, check out, and then we made our way back the way we came through Grand Central Station. We didn't go to the main part, which was so sad because I wanted to do that for Dash and Lily, but we did not have time. We just had to go through the entrance we had to go through. And took the Long Island Railroad to the airport again, took the air train, which was so convenient, into JFK, where we took our flight from JFK to Phoenix to Oregon, and then thus concluded our trip. And I am so sad I'm not in New York. We clearly did not have enough time, aka I did not see the Statue of Liberty this whole trip, which is insane, but I had a blast. This was my dream trip for real, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for being able to go, everything that happened, all the people I was with. Like, it just means the world, and I'm glad I got to document it via vlog, and I'm glad you got to watch. And I'm sorry that I am a big old fangirl about so many things. I love you guys, and I love New York, and we'll just see what happens in the new year, if I get to go again or not. But man, I Love it. Okay, this is getting so long, but oh my gosh, I forget my outro every time I film a YouTube video. Subscribe if you want or don't. I don't really care. Mwah. Love you.
I just gave mom a photo with me and the outsider saying this is me and all my boyfriends. Which one would, she said it was too many boyfriends. Which one would you want?
1 or 2.
Wait, no, zoom in, mom. Zoom in.
This. This.
I like him.
This okay.
It's okay. Do you know who's the one who's okay? That's the one I saw 4 times and met.
Mom doesn't like Sarah's main boyfriend.
We got a Daryl Tofa appreciator.